So hey guys, I'm back with another video. So tonight's video is yet again another Chioma Chats video, Twitter Talks edition, on camera edition. We got all the editions tonight. I just want to do something quick because I haven't done Twitter Talks in a while, and there's a few stories that have kind of gone viral on Twitter/TikTok that I wanted to talk about. So today we're going to talk about the viral video of Club Wars. Now you're like, what the heck is Club Wars? So Club Wars, for some reason, is, I guess, and I don't think this is Gen X. I don't think this is even millennials. This gotta be Gen Z, okay? This gotta be my generation doing this stuff, because I don't believe anybody older than the age of, honestly, 27 would do anything like this. So basically, this video went viral last week of two parties in a club going back and forth, spilling out bottles. I mean, pouring out Casamigos, pouring out Hennessy, pouring out all of these different liquor bottles to show, hey, I can spend $200, $300, $400 on this bottle, pour it out. Then the next section, they come, they spend their few $100s on their bottle, pour it out, and they were going back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. And you're like, for what? You know, for why? Why are they doing this nonsense? And for me, I'm asking the same question though. What is this nonsense? So I'm watching it and I'm like, this cannot be real. Like, this cannot be real life. But it is. And I think we've gotten to a point where flex culture has really been the death of this generation. I mean, there's so many different things, but think about it. When you look at like people who are so materialistic and how everybody claims to be the baddest and how the girls have been running to go get their bodies done and get these bags and mess with these types of guys, and then the guys want to wear all these different things. They want to be looked at as a boss, a top dog, the scammers. All of that is just a derivative of flex culture. All of that is just to show other strangers, hey, I got it, I'm up, I'm that B, I'm that boss, whatever it may be. And it's really been whooping Generation Z. A lot of people are honestly depressed deep down inside because of flex culture. Because when you're going online and you're seeing people basically throw away money, it makes you actually feel bad that either one, you don't have it to do it, or two, there's people who are pretty much playing with their blessings and basically taking life for granted with what they have. Especially being that we're in a recession, I just don't understand how someone can do this. So I wanted to react to this video and kind of talk a little bit more about it. So without further ado, let's get right into this video. So I actually saw this video on Twitter. Like I said, it was posted by blackmillions_, and it says, a new trend is starting in black clubs where men battle it out to show who has the most money by pouring out liquor they bought in the club for 3 times the price. These are the same people who will try to negotiate your prices as a business owner. So apparently this was in a club in Houston, and it was New York versus Baltimore. Now, whoo, I don't know who won. I don't even care, but let's just watch this video real quick. Okay, so we're gonna stop it right there. So I was actually infuriated when I saw this, because do you know how much bottles cost in the club? Like, the reason why I don't like the club is not because I don't like to have fun or be there in the section with my people or turn up. I could like to have a good time, even though honestly after about 45 minutes my social meter turns off. However, the club is expensive for no reason. For you to buy a section, they want so much money for a section. In some clubs they want a few $100s, in some clubs they want almost 1,000, if not over 1,000, depending on what city you're in. Houston has a really big nightlife. I went to Houston this summer. We went out pretty much every night that was there. I mean, I went to every club. I went to camp. I went to some African clubs. I've been to Cloud9 so many times. I don't even know if is O2 still a thing. I think I went to O2. I don't know. Where else did I go? We went to Capri Lounge. That's where we had like our main event. We went to Capri Lounge. I went to Spire with my cousins a long time ago. That was lit though. That wasn't an African club, but that joint was lit, I'm not gonna lie. And one thing I just noticed is just like, you're spending so much money in the club when you really don't have to. Like, that's how these clubs stay in business. So the fact that this club just came up so much money off of these dumbasses, because that's what they are, pouring out bottles to show who has the most money, that is just completely asinine. And I'm sorry, looking at everybody in this video, especially these guys, nobody looks like they really have any wealth. Everybody looks like they scam. I'm gonna be real. I mean, we're talking about New York. Between New York and Detroit, I don't know which city has like better scammers. Honestly, I live near Detroit. I feel like they be scamming, but New York is scam city as well. And Baltimore, they scam themselves as well. So, I mean, this was just crazy to me. I don't know which side is which, but again, this is why I said that flex culture has really done a number, because this is just flexing. You want to flex to say, hey, I got it. I'm up. I'm the boss. And it's like, this is the way how y'all are going to do it. This is stupid. Like, flat out, this is stupid. And one thing that the caption said, that these are the same people that will try to negotiate your prices. And I believe that is very true. I mean, a lot of people flex on the internet like they have it with the way how they look, whether it's the bust down teeth or jewelry or watches or clothes or whatever. But when it comes to them having to buy a service, they'll sit here and say, girl, I don't know. You know, I know it costs 200, but can you do 75? If I don't just give you 75 slops, what is that nonsense? So it just kind of like irritates me that a lot of people, especially like within this black culture, like they're so avid on flexing and showing people that they got it to impress strangers, honestly. But when it comes to things that actually matter, they don't ever want to contribute to it. They don't ever want to patronize you fairly. They don't ever want to show you respect as a business and as patrons, but they'll definitely do this just to show off on the internet and to their friends. I mean, honestly, this was some ghetto dirty shit. I'm not even gonna lie. I don't like cussing on social media anymore, but I saw girls in there. I see a couple fake purses. I'ma just be real, and it's just kind of tacky. This is overall tacky. One question: who cleaned this up? Who cleaned this up? Because I was like, I feel bad for whoever had to clean it up. But at the same time, the club made their money that night for sure. From the sections to all them bottles, the club made their money that night. One thing I didn't understand though was, as a business owner, as a club owner, why would you allow these people to ruin your club? Like, I mean, you have the MC or the DJ on the mic going, you know, pour it out, pour that shout, pour that shout. But it's like, somebody has to clean it up. Like, yeah, they're making money, but why would you allow somebody to ruin your establishment for any money? That doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, you can pour the liquor bottles and I guess you're still getting your $300, $400, $500, $600 per bottle, but at the same time, you're still gonna spend time cleaning up. There may be damage to the section seats, to the tables, to the floor, all that stickiness. I hate when liquor spills. It's very sticky. Like, it's just like, I don't like it. I can't believe what I saw. Honestly, the only person that won was the club owner, because he or she is getting the money and I guess the attention from this, and everybody else kind of just lost out on money. I mean, at least drink the liquor. Like, what are y'all doing? But this is what this generation has come to. I know Gen Z is from 1997 to I think 2012. So I'm the oldest of Gen Z at the moment. I was born in 97. And honestly, I'm embarrassed. I don't think I should have been born in this generation. I truly think I'm an upper millennial inside my brain, but hey, God made me come out at this time, but it's disgusting to see this. So there was one comment, someone said, this is so effing stupid, like really effing stupid. We need new hobbies, preferably stuff that feeds the mind and spirit, because this ain't it, and this ish ain't fun. Ain't no way all went home and thought y'all had a good time. Nah, man, nah. All that money on the floor, so y'all or y'all family members should be living real good without any financial hardships, because y'all got money to blow, right? Let's do better, my peeps. And I agree. Someone also said, why can't y'all just dance anymore and get rid of the section culture? And I do think that like section culture, that's like a whole nother video, but section culture has caused a lot of this. It's like having a section in the club is like VIP. Like for my Nigerians, it's basically welcome to the high table. You know, when you go to the Igbo parties, Igbo weddings, is Mr. and Mrs. blah 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 blah, welcome to the high table. Those are the VIP members. That's what a section is now. It's basically segregating your club establishment to show who are like the top clients. But I feel like I like a section. You know, I like to sit down in the club sometimes. Maybe I might want to eat in there. Maybe I just want to, you know, have all my people. So I get it. I don't think there's anything wrong with sections, but the way how sections have been commercialized, especially for this generation, is why a lot of this is happening. Like, people don't go to the club to like dance and mix and mingle anymore. People just go to get their own sections to show that they can get a section, and then have the pretty bottle girls come out to wave their sign with whatever you want on the banner, going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Bring out the sparklers, bring out the loud music, and then people show you attention and you feel like all that in a bag of chips. And I'm just sitting here like, is this what fun has become? Like, I remember being a kid, just I couldn't wait to be 18. I couldn't wait to be 21 so I can go to the club and do these things. But now that I'm of age, it's not even anything I care about. Like, this generation has ruined it. I I hate it here. I swear I do. So all in all, I just kind of feel like this entire generation has lost their minds. Like, this is how bad it's become. Y'all wonder why I speak about my generation in particular. There's a lot of people that are older. They'll be like, no, we used to do the same thing and we had this, we had that. Trust me, it's not as bad as Gen Z. We are the worst, okay? And to have a competition of wasting money pouring out bottles is an ultimate low. And I just think this generation not only needs to do better, but genuinely needs therapy. A lot of us do. This was stupid. I hated watching this, and I'm not surprised, but I am surprised. We gotta do better. So that is it for this video. I hope you all enjoyed this episode of Twitter Talks. Please let me know what you think down below, and I will see y'all in my next one. Bye, y'all.
Off on a tangent, I don't need a cosign. 12 baddies with me, they not cheap about a dozen. Hot girl straight up out the microwave oven. Gotta bring the chicken man before you get the stuffing. And this beat going crazy, snapping on percussion. Chioma at the top, I'm the #1 prospect. Beat from Lakia when she slid on Cosmic. Told them come here, boo, I'm trying to make your jaw slip. I got no pics, but I wanna see your pocket. Big glossy lips, turn them out like a faucet. Sweet chicken knees, so I put them in the crocket. Cooking in the studio, call me Betty Crockett. Gingerbread baby running fast like Sonic. It's commendable, was a ceremony, but now it's a festival. New money now, so you gotta move a decimal. Presidential suite, and it's looking all congressional. I'm so delectable, pull your queen card, cause mine is a collectible. Better mind your business and stay off of my genitals. Probably make them high, cause my body's like an edible. Wait, let me stop, cause I'm trying to be professional. Damn. I know that's what y'all said when y'all heard that verse. Y'all was like, damn. Respectfully though. When you're Victoria Island, like a Gullah Gullah, sun on my melanin, working on my color bubblegum pink fit. Treat you out like Hubba Bubba, need my check Friday. I'm calling you a mother sucker. She naked me, baby, I'm so fine. I damn wine, be sweet like palm wine. Now on your kele, yeah, come say hi. I see so, baby, no be long time.